Alrighty, hello YouTube, my name is Agent Omega and I do things. Welcome back to part 2 of session 8 of the Golden Sun Let's Play. We have returned to Tolby, and let's just take a look. Oop, I can't actually take a look right here because I'm, well, at the Lucky Metal Fountain, but I have used my Synergy stat items accordingly. There are some things that I boosted people that were low in a given stat, like I upped Salem and Marie's HP to make them just a little bit more survivable. However, I also used some of the attack up items on Robin and Garth because that is kind of what they're supposed to be for. I think I also gave Garth just a little bit more agility because despite the fact that we've got Meme Lord Marie being the speediest, you know, blue blur since Sonic the Hedgehog, well, she's already basically capped out on agility. There's nothing that's faster than her, so Garth could use it a little bit so as not to be outsped himself. But we're back here, we've done some selling and mending of equipment, and we're just going to do a Lucky Medal before we get into Colosso, because that's going to take a decent amount of time. And, I don't know if Colosso is going to be all of the second part, or if I'm going to manage to split it into 3, but let's just wait. I had a really good opportunity while I was talking there to throw, and I missed it. So, okay, I think we go... That was bad. That was bad. Well, no, we'll still get center, I think. No! Okay, fine. This is fine. Ooh, spirit armor. I don't know what it does, but we're about to find out. Okay, show me. What does the spirit armor do? Resists all elements. Yo, that's pretty sick, actually. Hold on. Details. Resists all by 15. Let's see how much this water jacket does. Resists water and fire by 20. You know what? I think I like the idea of resisting all of the elements, but let's see who is wearing what. You're still wearing the Synergy armor, so your defense could actually use a boost at this point in time, but the Synergy drop is going to be really sad for you. But on the other hand, you're not an advanced Synergy class just yet, so maybe having the Psy armor is not the best thing of all time. So I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to do that for now. Now, as you recall, we have classed Robin into Ninja, which is our first advanced class, more or less. In other words, it's the first class that requires 6 Jin to be able to even unlock, and his stats are just monstrous compared to everyone else. You can see that Salem's the only person that has more power points than him at the moment, and his HP is just redonkulous. And that's good, because those are the only things that we'll have access to in Colosso. And I keep talking about Colosso, but let's actually get into it for anybody that, for whatever reason, has never been here before. So hold on, let me just go ahead and save real quick, because it has been a while since our last save. Now, as you can see, it's a bit of an obstacle course. And there are items that you can grab along the way. Now, the keen-eyed amongst you have noticed that there are places that you can manipulate the courses before you actually get there as Robin. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to see a description of all the stages. Now, this one, I already know from the beginning that we're going to give Garth the position here, because he's the only one besides Robin that has move. And in fact, I'm pretty sure that's the only reason Garth also has move in addition to Robin, because this is one of the few times in the game where that's necessary. And at the last one with the pillar drops or whatever, I believe we're gonna need... Oh, yeah. Okay, this is just straight up obvious then. So, we need somebody to use Douse here. And I believe in the last stage, we need Salem to use Halt on the person operating the platforms. So I'm going to just real quick take inventory of who has what gem. You have the Frost Jewel. We need to give the Douse drop to Marie, just in case. Now you already have the Halt gem, that's good, and you should already just be able to use move. Now I'm going to check the rest of the stages because I know there are 4, but I just want to see what they all are and which one is going to give me the most trouble. Oh, no, yeah, okay, he doesn't need to use Halt, he needs to use Growth. Yes, there is one where we do end up using the Halt gem on the person, but I want to take a look at the last stage just to make sure that's not the most complicated one. Because that's the other thing about Colosso, there are 4 to 5 stages in this obstacle course. And here there is nowhere to be helping with friends. So it's a really good idea, if you're playing this, to look at all of the stages and pre-plan. And in my case, I already happen to kind of know how this works, so. Okay, now this is Salem because Growth, which he already has. Now, if I hadn't just looked at that, I would be super paranoid. Let's do the descriptions again. Okay, cool. Yep, so what we're going to end up doing is just totally bypassing the Pipeworks entirely. And that's kind of the thing. In order to win Colosso, I don't even remember what the first place prize is, or if you're forced to win, but basically you need to cheat in order to win as Robin because you're just not as strong as the competitors, or at least that's how they're explaining it in game logic. What it actually means is the NPCs kind of cheat because they're just stronger than you, faster than you, and again, you know, that can be explained with athleticism, but kinda sucks if they're trying to make it a fair competition. And so, if the NPCs have to cheat, you have to cheat. More or less. lend a hand. And this is one of the few times... Actually, I think this is the only time in this game where you control a character other than Robin. And there you have it. Now, some of the items may or may not be worth going after, so I'm just gonna hope that I'm not wasting my time by doing some of these. Self-heal, that's always good. I think when you pause the game like that, it doesn't actually keep going or whatever, so I think we're good there. Now, as you can see, if I wanted to do that normally, it would have taken a lot of time to set up. And because we're already on the 4th stage or whatever, we can afford to take a little bit of time to do this, grab this item. Okay, and now we just kind of want to race to the finish because the other person, I don't think, takes their time at the last bit. Maybe they do, I don't know. But this is the formula for Colosso. Because there are 8 people, we're going to participate in 3 matches, and each of the things have 1 piece of better equipment, and you just thankfully automatically pick it up, because otherwise, I can imagine in the heat of needing to get there first, you might screw up. Alright, now we're just gonna go all in with crazy synergy combos. And basically just try to get through this fight as fast as possible. Maybe it's worth it to try doing Delusion, but I also don't know about that, so we're just gonna keep up with the Death Plunge, and then we'll heal next turn probably just to be safe. I don't know if we get full synergy between fights. Yeah, we'll just keep up with the Death Plunge because our current weapon just isn't as good. Okay, now the danger is I am going to have to look at all of these and try to remember who needs to go where. So here we can cheat the maze by moving the rightmost one. No. Moving the middle one to the left. So we'll probably end up putting Garth here, but we just need to double check the rest of them first. Now this is the one that I think you might potentially want to put Salem on, because, or, you know, someone with the Halt gem, I should say, because jumping with those platforms potentially takes more time. However, there is an item on one of those platforms, so it might be worth taking the time to do that. Now this one, I think we want Marie for freeze, because if we put her on the leftmost puddle, then you can roll to that log there, and basically just jump across and save yourself some time winding through the leftmost bits. So I think we're going to put Marie here. Garth is going to be on the first one, I believe. Okay, we can't actually do anything with growth here. And unfortunately, this is going to be... We need to just remember which one is where. At least I don't think we can use growth from the sidelines there, so... And here we need somebody to use force on that platform down there. There's also an item up top, but if we use force on the lower log or whatever, then I think we have just a straight line to the finish. So that's more setup that we need to do, because right now I think force is on Robin. Oh no, force is on Salem. Okay. So we need to give you to... let's see. Salem's not doing halt. You do need to move on the first one. You need to freeze. So I think we actually just put Salem here with force. Let me just double check the descriptions here again, because, yeah, definitely can't use growth. And I need to remember that the middle drop is correct. Middle is correct. Because if I mess up, I don't have growth on Robin, so that's going to be a pain in the butt. This, I just want to double check, is Marie on the leftmost puddle. And this one also doesn't have any extra items in here, so this is going to be one where we can just save time. Okay, we do Marie here. And then we do Garth at the first one. But I just want to... Yeah, okay. So we need to move the middle one to the left during setup. Okay, so middle, left, and then Salem has to use force, so. There we go, that pillar's now in the right place to do that. And you need to do force from here. And that means that after we get the topmost thing, we can do... just jump down there and skip the maze. Skip the maze and additional pushing. Okay, we skip the maze here too. Now here's the thing, we can get 2 ahead, and then we're kind of stuck here while we check the chest. That's actually really good, because I think we still only have 1 nut from the first round. Then we can go here, skip the maze. We move this way, and we are going to waste a little bit of time here getting the chest. Now I remember that the middle one is where we need to go to get forward smoke bomb. That was not worth it. I should have just passed. That was worth it, I think, probably. And come on, I think we're just gonna make it in. Yes, all right. And the last round, I believe we get to select the weapon of the 2. I have, in the past, lost one of these rounds. I mean, lost the race to get here, but ended up winning all of Colosso anyway, so I think we're probably gonna be fine, but... yeah, you just straight up don't hurt at all. Haha, man. Get stunned. So as you can see, this is why Ninja is just really good for Colosso. Crazy damage output, and your stats are boosted enough that you're not really in any danger, at least not until this last fight. So hopefully nothing goes wrong. Now, this is the part where there's absolutely someone that you need to use Halt on. This is probably where we want to put Marie with the freezing. Okay, so we'll just have to try to remember Marie on 1, potentially. Garth potentially on 2. This might also be the first one where there's like a really obvious... Or, not a really obvious. This might be one of the ones where there are multiple ways that you can potentially improve your pathing a little bit. Like, last time, if I skipped the knot in stage 2, I could have used Halt on the person at the detriment of another part of the stage. This is where I absolutely want to use Halt, but I need to make sure that I don't have to take something off of Salem first. So we are going to go through all of these, but this is, what did I say, stage 3? Yeah. So stage 3, Salem. I'm kind of wondering if there might be a way that I can give myself growth mid Colosso or whatever. Let me just see what happens if I do this. Nope. Okay, so if I start like this, I could give myself growth and skip the stage, and then just unset them right before the last fight. Okay, so I need to do force here, and this is why we don't just blindly put people in, because I would have put Salem in earlier, and he also has the force gem, so that could have been bad. Probably give that to Garth. So Garth will probably end up here, except there was another racing component. Here, there is no benefit. Actually, let me just double check real quick. Stage 6, descriptions. Yeah, okay, there's nothing I can do to help down below. This is just going to be Robin moving as fast as possible, and so I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to sacrifice. What is this, the Force? Yeah, this is the Force. And I think we want to do this here because it just takes so long. And the unfortunate thing about that is I think the first stage is a maze that can be circumvented by having someone with move on it. No, never mind. Okay, so this is the freezing. Marie can go here regardless, so it's really just straightening out which of Salem and Garth is going where. And you have Douse and Frost. You don't have any other Synergy that I would need from you, so you're fine. Now let's just double check some of these other stages before I put people where I think they need to be. I think that one is pretty straightforward, and the NPC I don't think jumps faster than me or anything like that. So we're just going to go ahead and give the Orb of Force to Garth. Stage 3. Yeah, so we're going to put Salem here. He'll use Halt on the operator, and we'll just skirt on by this. Now, I don't know if that's the optimal allocation or if putting Garth on the first one to move the pillar over would have been better, but I think we're going to end up saving more time this way. Because, and unless I'm woefully incorrect, I'm pretty sure that these puzzles are going to be faster to, or the jumping puzzle is going to be faster for me to do than any of the pushing puzzles. It would also help if I didn't accidentally fumble my input press. Okay, and we should be good. I think... hold on. Now, I don't 100% know, but we might have enough time to unset the Djinn here. So we're just going to do that, get ourselves back to Ninja, and then run across here. And that was incredibly silly, waste of time. You have to move north. All of them have to move north, but I'm going to just take the time to grab this while I'm down here. Oh boy, I can see that the NPC is already on the last one, and as I said, they're stronger and faster. It looks like he's still pushing the rocks, and it would be really nice if you weren't animation locked just there. Yes, we got it! I think this may be the smoothest I've ever done. See, look at that though. Even though I had quite the advantage, he still ended up showing up like immediately after me, so... Oh, and my Synergy's a little bit low because I switched classes partway through just there. Yes, getting the stun on turn 1. That's going to go really well for us. That is some really crazy good luck. I mean, we maximized the effect of that stun. We are kind of running a little bit low on Synergy here, but easy. We trivialized Colosso. Oop. That's what happens when you accidentally knock over your water bottle. I mean, lad's tired. He just soloed Colosso. And won. So that is why Ninja is really powerful in Colosso. Because you get really lucky and lock up your opponent on turn 1 and they can do no damage to you. Alright, and with that, that's actually a pretty decent place to stop. This has been Session 8, Part 2 of Omega Plays Golden Sun. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like, subscribe, and click that bell to be notified. And as always, of course, I'm looking forward to your feedback in the comments below. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will catch you on the flip side.